Hello and welcome to a section I like to call Let's Review, where I take the most intriguing games of my collection and make a small review of them. This time it's Assassin's Creed 2. You may have remembered from the last one that I reviewed Assassin's Creed, although I forgot to add that subject Desmond Miles was a captive of a team called Abstergo.
Ezio. Father. What's happened?
Took a bit of a beating, but I'm alright. What of your mother and sister?
Safe now.
Annetta took them.
Yes. Wait. You knew this would happen?
Not the way it did, and not this soon. Doesn't matter now.
What do you mean? Explain.
There's no time. Listen closely. Return to the house. In my office is a hidden door. Use your talent to find it. Beyond lies a chest. Take everything you find inside. Much of it may seem strange to you, but all of it is important. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Among the contents is a letter, and with it some documents. I need you to take these documents to Mr. Roberto. He was with me in the office this morning.
The Gonfaloniere, I remember. Now please, tell me what's happening. Are the Pazzi behind this? There was a note for you to give me. It said go, Ezio.
Go now.
Any fans of the original game will be pleased to know that the controls have more or less stayed the same. They also kept the viewpoint and leaps of faith. However, I affectionately refer to them as suicide leaps, because that's how badly you must go to them to basically have the courage to do them. Also, there's this nice little collectible items like the feathers, although you can't always collect them, since to collect them basically you need to have done something in the game to unlock them. Instead of getting information to get the missions, you leap straight into them, which is a nice change of pace, and they seem to have decided to do away with the yes, the high profile dialogue is back, and some of it's quite amusing. However, if you try to go into areas where there is no information, you'll end up desynchronizing. So that's something you must watch out for. You also have a chance to buy certain items, such as strong weapons, better armour, and perishables like medicine, since in this game the characters do not heal automatically. In this case Ezio, spelled ezio, but is pronounced like you have a T in it, which is rather intriguing. And it's from Italy, another ancestor of our infamous Desmond Miles, who at the start of this game has been freed from Abstergo by Lucy, who has become somewhat of an ally to him. You start missions by going to an area called Memory Start and accepting the missions. That's right, apart from the very first few, you can choose not to do them. However, that means the story does not continue. And you start off unarmed with all of the skills, except some interesting ones which you learn at the end, in the coming of the missions. Yeah, here we are. You press X to accept or circle to decline. This is where you get the first weapon, so it's best to accept it. And it's time to get your assassin on. Yeah. Bad choice of words, but there is a slight change in the controls. Where one button on your controls was to make your character blend, instead it can help you steal from passers-by. You can also get money from chests or looting corpses. And there's a certain amount of money you get from completing the missions, or add towards getting items which you'll need.
Hey, what's with the swords? Aren't you supposed to arrest me? No.
Well, that's blunt.
What do you want then? For you to die. Well, that's not going to happen. So why don't we explore other options?
Too late. As usual, the weapon selection has been added, as well as certain shops. Further in the line of sight is the tailor to the safe, which can dye your clothes and sell you when you get the weapons for them. Ammo belts, such as the one for your blades, and for the medicine which you buy from the doctor. There's also the artist which will sell you later on maps and paintings, and I wonder if I can find on the real big map. Yes, there is the blacksmith which sells you weapons and armour, but only after a certain point in the game is reached. The objectives are either in a blue marker or a yellow marker. I think that's depending on the type of mission it is. You also find these interesting items, codex pages. They're not exactly important. The ones you find in the field are basically what give you extra health bars, health squares rather. The ones that you find as game progress, however, as mission items, actually help you get bigger and better weapons. Well, I'll say that. What it does give you is different additions. Later on in this section of the game, you get a broken weapon, which is actually the hidden blade that Altair like to use. Overall, I give this game a 9, since it's larger and more deeper than the original game. And that's all we have time for this Let's Review. See you next time.